What's going on, YouTube? OBJ the Don coming at you. I hope everybody's safe out here in this blizzard. Everybody who's getting the bad end of the stick over here with this blizzard. For me, I'm pretty much loving it because that means I don't have to go to work and I can watch football all day tomorrow. However, I'm gonna be mad as hell when I got to shovel it up. It is what it is. However, I wanted to talk to y'all real quick about the division. This is a game I've been anticipating for quite some time, ever since it was released at E3. Um, and, you know, uh, One thing we have to do, these are my concerns about the division. One thing we have to do as gamers is stop believing in the trailers that are shown off at E3. I know it sucks that you can't really take developers for their word when you're looking at something that they claim to be the actual game. But I've learned a long time ago that the stuff you see at E3, the trailers and whatnot, I've learned to not expect that to be graphically comparable to what we will actually see when the game releases. But in some cases, it actually comes true. But we'll see what happens. But the graphics aren't a big deal to me. I mean, for me, it's gameplay over graphics any day. I do love me some graphics. I want my games to look the best they can. But it's gameplay for me over graphics at the end of the day. Will the game be fun to play? That is all I care about. Now, my first concern is not really a concern with me because I understand how RPGs work, and especially this new genre. Like everybody's comparing the Division to Destiny. Basically, what it is an open world, shared world shooter with RPG elements, where you have to level your character up, find good gear, and good loot and stuff like that. But I guess this would be a major concern for a lot of people because I see the comments on a lot of the articles about this, and that's the actual fact that it takes it takes a lot of bullets to down an enemy. Now, when compared to Destiny, I'm gonna tell you why this bothers some people. Because compared to Destiny, you're fighting on an extraterrestrial life form. You know what I mean? So there's an excuse for you to have to pump all these bullets or whatever into an individual. You know what I mean? You're fighting basically aliens. You know what I mean? And you're pretty much superhuman yourself. You know what I mean? But and the division is supposed to be set in reality. So when people are watching somebody take 1,000 bullets, it seems like, and they're human in the division. They're human AI, human just like you. Then that is causing an uproar with some people. They just don't understand. But I understand that that is the way that RPGs work. You know what I mean? So I mean, it just is what it is. You'll see the numbers and stuff flash, the damage numbers and stuff flash DPS that you're putting on an enemy. That's just how RPGs work. I'm a sucker for shooting loot games. I like to, shoot shit, and I like to find good gear. Now, my second concern is that loot. You know what I mean? Will there be good loot for us to actually want to grind and want to play the game to search and get? You know what I mean? Will there be good customization? You know what I mean? For your character. Um, because in Destiny, you gotta remember, you got exotics, legendaries, and your regular guns or whatever. But some of those Destiny. One thing about Bungie, I will give them this: they make some cool and very good looking weapons. You know what I'm saying? They make some very good looking weapons, and they got some very good exotics in Destiny that have perks and stuff that set them apart from everything else. I put 1,400 hours in Destiny. I enjoyed pretty much almost every minute of it, almost all the way up until the end when I stopped playing in August last year. I enjoyed it, but they started nerfing guns and taking away guns and doing all of that stuff. So, you know, at the end of the day, the division has to have the type of loot. You have to have the carrot for the rabbit to chase. Will we want to chase the carrots in the division? I don't know. We'll see. You know what I mean? But yeah, the damage that the enemies take, I can see that being a problem with people. And you know, will it have good loot? You know what I'm saying? Will it have good loot? The content. Um, the early impressions is that it does have a decent amount of content. Now, I know a lot of people were mad about not having Brooklyn available right away, or even if they're going to eventually put Brooklyn in the game, nobody knows. You know what I mean? But it's basically what is it, Midtown Manhattan or something like that. Um, Now my major concern here, why I think it may not be as big as Destiny was, you know what I mean, is the multiplayer. That's what separates Destiny apart from this type of game because this is more of a co-op game. It's more of an open world co-op game than it is multiplayer. You have the hot zone, you know what I mean? The hot zone they call it, where you enter the hot zone, you know what I mean, and you have AI opponents in there also, but you also have your regular peer-to-peer opponents. And what you can do is you can go what they call rogue. You can pretty much shoot your own damn teammate, or you know, shoot whoever, you know, to try to get their loot or whatever. So you know, it's it. I like the idea of it, and there's a genuine back and forth with it. When you're trying to extract your loot, because the loot is contaminated from what I understand, and you have to extract it by helicopter. But you know, while you're trying to extract it by helicopter, you may have the whole damn lobby room or whatever trying to, you know, get at you, trying to get that, you know, get that loot. So I like the aspect of that, but there's no standard multiplayer modes in it. You know what I mean? Like Destiny has. You know, Destiny has, you know, capture the flag, team deathmatch, all of that stuff. You know, now, you know, that could be an issue. I don't. That's why I don't see it being as big as that. Some people saying it's going to be as big as Destiny, but I don't believe that because of those reasons. Destiny, you have people who don't even play the story in Destiny, or they'll just play the story enough to get to the level of what they need to be. You know what I mean? To get what they need, the weapons that they need to go into multiplayer. Some people just play only multiplayer on Destiny. So that's why I don't think it would be as big as Destiny, but I think it will be a pretty big game. I'm concerned about, you know, whether the community stays large though with this, because it's all about content. When Destiny came out, people said that didn't have a lot of content. I mean, I played the hell out of it, but yeah, it doesn't have nowhere near the content that it has today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the lack of multiplayer modes, they concern me a bit. But I think at the end of the day, I'll probably get at least uh, uh, you know, a couple 100 hours of fun out of it or whatever. You know what I mean? But I will tell you what I do. One thing that I do like so far that I see, and I think I seen a couple of channels where people were talking about it. Is the no loading screen. Now that's an advantage that they have over Destiny, and I think that's one of the reasons they don't have Brooklyn in the game, because you would have to cross the river or whatever, and I think you would need a loading screen for that. But to be able to seamlessly go in an open world without really any major loading screens, and you know, go from place to place without having to wait, you know, now that's a major advantage. I hope a lot of open world games start doing this. You know what I mean? Start having less and less loading screens, because you know, it breaks you from the immersion of the game. But if you were to put multiplayer modes in the game, then I guess you would need to actually wait in the lobby and have a loading screen or whatever. But either way, I'm still anticipating it, and we'll be able to get a chance to play the beta. I think it's what, the January 29th for us, January 28th for Xbox. I have the Xbox, but I don't even think I got my live paid for right now, and I haven't been on it in quite some time. So I'm gonna just wait that extra day and play the beta on PS4. So that's all I got for right now, folks. Y'all be careful in this storm, this blizzard or whatever. Take it easy. Drop a like if you like the video. Drop an unlike if you don't like the video. It's all gravy. And holla at y'all later. OBJ the Don signing.